In a surprising turn of events, Joe Rogan, the influential podcaster and comedian, has expressed a desire for the United States to undergo significant territorial expansion. This statement comes in the wake of Donald Trump's bold assertion that Canada should become the 51st state of the U.S. While Trump's proposal initially focused on Canada, Rogan has taken it a step further by advocating for the inclusion of Mexico and even Greenland in this vision of an expanded United States. Joe Rogan has become a prominent figure in the realm of podcasting, known for his candid discussions and willingness to engage with a variety of viewpoints. Over the years, his political views have evolved, and his endorsement of Donald Trump in the 2024 election has attracted considerable attention. Rogan's platform, The Joe Rogan Experience, has enabled him to reach millions of listeners, and his opinions hold significant sway in today's political landscape. Rogan's support for Trump is particularly noteworthy, given the contentious nature of contemporary politics. His ability to bridge gaps between different ideological perspectives aligns with his podcast's mission of fostering open dialogue. This endorsement not only highlights Rogan's changing political affiliations, but also signals a broader trend of influential figures aligning themselves with populist movements. On a Monday prior to Rogan's Instagram post, Trump made headlines by suggesting that Canada should become the 51st state of the U.S. He claimed that many Canadians love the idea of joining the United States, presenting it as a natural progression of North American unity. Trump's rhetoric has often been characterized by bravado, and this latest suggestion is no exception. By framing the proposal as a way to strengthen economic ties, Trump is tapping into the long-standing discussions about U.S.-Canada relations. However, Trump's assertion has not been met with universal approval. Outgoing Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau swiftly countered Trump's claims, asserting that there was not a snowball's chance in hell that Canada would ever become part of the United States. Trudeau's response illustrates the complexities of national identity and sovereignty, particularly in a time of heightened political tensions. In a post that has stirred considerable debate, Rogan suggested that the U.S. should not only absorb Canada, but also bring Mexico into the fold. His statement, "I say we let Mexico in too," encapsulates a provocative stance that challenges conventional notions of national borders and identity. By proposing the inclusion of Mexico, Rogan is engaging with a broader conversation about immigration, economic cooperation, and regional integration. This idea of expanding the U.S. to include Mexico is not without precedent. Historically, the U.S. and Mexico have had a complex relationship, characterized by both cooperation and conflict. The Mexican-American War in the mid-19th century, for example, resulted in significant territorial losses for Mexico and has left a lasting impact on the national psyche of both countries. Furthermore, the contemporary immigration debate has dominated political discourse, complicating any discussions of territorial expansion. In addition to Mexico, Rogan's comments hint at the possibility of including Greenland in an expanded United States. This notion may seem whimsical at first glance, but it reflects a growing interest in the strategic and economic potential of Greenland. The island has been the subject of geopolitical interest due to its natural resources and strategic location in the Arctic. Rogan's proposal to absorb Greenland speaks to a larger narrative of U.S. expansionism that has persisted throughout history. The idea of acquiring new territories has often been rooted in economic motives, national security, and a desire for influence. Including Greenland in the U.S. could open up discussions about resource management, environmental concerns, and the rights of indigenous populations. Rogan's proposals raise critical questions about national identity and sovereignty. The idea of absorbing neighboring nations challenges traditional notions of what it means to be American. Would such an expansion dilute American culture, or could it enhance the nation by fostering greater diversity and unity? These questions are particularly relevant in a globalized world where national borders are increasingly fluid. The complexities of national identity become even more pronounced when considering the cultural differences between the U.S., Canada, Mexico, and Greenland. Each of these regions has a unique history, language, and set of values. Integrating them into a single political entity would require careful consideration of these differences and a commitment to inclusivity. From an economic perspective, Rogan's vision of an expanded United States could lead to greater cooperation among neighboring countries. By integrating economies, there may be opportunities for increased trade, investment, and job creation. The combined resources of the US, Canada, Mexico, and Greenland could create a more resilient economic bloc capable of competing on the global stage. However, the challenges associated with such economic integration should not be underestimated. Disparities in wealth, labor standards, and regulatory frameworks could complicate efforts to create a cohesive economic system. Policymakers would need to engage in extensive negotiations to address these issues and ensure that the benefits of integration are equitably distributed. One of the most contentious aspects of Rogan's proposal is its implications for immigration policy and border security. The United States has long grappled with immigration issues, and the idea of absorbing Mexico raises significant questions about citizenship, border control, and social services. How would the U.S. address the existing immigration challenges while considering a proposal of this magnitude? The potential for increased migration pressures must be examined alongside any plans for territorial expansion. A comprehensive immigration reform would be essential to navigate the complexities of integrating neighboring nations into the U.S. framework. The political establishment is likely to respond to Rogan's comments with a mix of skepticism and concern. Politicians from both major parties may express their views on the feasibility and desirability of such a proposal. Democrats may argue that Rogan's vision overlooks the complexities of immigration and national sovereignty, while some Republicans may embrace the idea as a bold solution to regional challenges. The reactions from political leaders will shape the broader narrative surrounding Rogan's comments and Trump's proposals. As influential figures engage in discussions about expansion, they contribute to the evolving dialogue about national identity and the future of North America. The public response to Rogan's proposal will play a crucial role in shaping the political landscape. Grassroots movements advocating for or against the notion of absorbing neighboring countries could emerge, reflecting the diverse opinions held by citizens. Supporters may argue that a united North America can lead to greater prosperity and cultural exchange, while opponents may express concerns about national identity and immigration policy. Social media will likely amplify these discussions, allowing individuals to voice their opinions and engage with others. The role of influencers like Rogan in shaping public sentiment cannot be underestimated. Their platforms provide a space for dialogue and debate on critical issues. Media coverage will significantly influence how Rogan's comments are perceived by the public. News outlets may choose to highlight different aspects of the discussion, focusing on the potential benefits or drawbacks of expansion. The portrayal of Rogan and Trump's ideas will play a critical role in shaping public perception and contributing to the broader political discourse. As the media landscape continues to evolve, the responsibility of journalists to provide balanced coverage of complex issues becomes increasingly important. By presenting diverse perspectives and engaging in thoughtful analysis, the media can contribute to informed discussions about the future of North America. Rogan's comments and Trump's proposals signal a potential shift in the vision of North America. Proponents may argue that a united continent could lead to greater cooperation, economic prosperity, and cultural exchange. Such a vision aligns with the ideals of regional integration that have gained traction in recent years. However, the challenges of achieving this vision are significant. Addressing issues of sovereignty, cultural identity, and economic disparities will require careful negotiation and a commitment to inclusivity. The complexities of merging distinct national identities into a cohesive entity cannot be underestimated, and the path toward a united North America would likely be fraught with challenges. The discussions surrounding Rogan's proposal also signal a potential shift in immigration policy. As the U.S. grapples with immigration challenges, the idea of absorbing Mexico could lead to new approaches to border security and citizenship. A comprehensive immigration reform that addresses the complexities of migration while promoting economic growth may become a central focus in the political discourse. The integration of Mexico into the U.S. could necessitate the re-evaluation of existing immigration policies, providing opportunities for reform that prioritize both security and humanitarian considerations. Policymakers will need to engage in thoughtful discussions about how to create a more just and equitable immigration system. As discussions about the potential expansion of the United States continue, the path forward will depend on a variety of factors, including public sentiment, political will, and the ability to address the complexities of national identity and immigration. Engaging in thoughtful dialogue and fostering inclusivity will be essential for navigating the challenges that lie ahead. The future of North America may hinge on the ability of leaders and citizens alike to embrace new ideas and work collaboratively toward a shared vision. By acknowledging the complexities of the issues at hand and engaging in open discussions, the region can chart a course toward a more prosperous and united future. Joe Rogan's recent comments regarding the potential expansion of the United States to include Mexico and Greenland, alongside his support for Donald Trump in the 2024 presidential race, have sparked significant discussions about national identity, immigration, and the future of North America. While Rogan's suggestion may have been provocative, it reflects a growing sentiment among some political factions advocating for a more integrated North America. The complexities surrounding expansion, including economic implications, cultural considerations, and immigration policy, highlight the challenges that lie ahead. As public discourse evolves, the reactions from various sectors, including the political establishment, grassroots movements, and the media, will shape the narrative surrounding these issues. Ultimately, the future of North America will depend on the ability of leaders and citizens to engage in constructive dialogue, address the complexities of national identity, and work collaboratively toward a vision of unity and prosperity. As the conversation continues, the potential for a more integrated North America remains an intriguing possibility, one that carries both promise and challenges for the future.